Hi guys, so Peter again. Today I will talk about VRSEDGE App second generation. I will explain to you money management part. You can see here this is the money management part, and I will show you how you can benefit and use this feature. It's very smart and you can do here a lot if you want to develop and evaluate your own roulette systems. So I will now explain to you this money management part. So what you can find here, the basic stuff is then you have a total spins. I will generate several spins and you can see that it's changing. You can see then I put here random spins. I wanted to generate 10 random spins. I click on the button and then you can see 10 spins were generated. Immediately you can see then total spins for the whole session is again 10, the same. Drawdown currently 0 because we didn't play any numbers. Bankroll the same. And what means this part? Spins in level. So you define then if you are going to bet on some numbers, then you will play 8 spins and then you stop. Then you stop and consider waiting until your pattern will show up. But this depends on this part. I will explain later on. So this is the spins in one level, for example 8. You can define how many levels you want to play. So normally I play 3 levels. You can play 1, 2, 3, 4 levels. Always one level will consist of 8 spins currently on these settings. You can change it and enter your values, and this is already quite good tool because you can change it. You can say I will play 1 level or 5 levels, I will play 2 spins or 10 spins per level, and you can see what works, what is much better, what is the best, the fine-tune progression and money management approach. Minimum base bet, so I'm currently using always one, like a minimum one. You can always enter something else, 2, 3, 4, it's up to you. It's simply the base bet which you want to use like a first starting point if you generate the betting progression aggressivity. So how it works, you can see currently there is a 3.55%. You can change it, of course, it's up to you. Normally my observation and what I do very often is then I use 3.8 or maximum 4% of aggressivity. And how it is calculated, you take the session bankroll, and if it is in a minus session bankroll, you calculate the 4% rounding and so on, and this amount you will bet on your numbers. And I can tell you, if you put here approximately 4%, it will be exactly the fine-tune progression, so you will always stay in the profit if your numbers will hit based on the recommendation how much you should bet. And this part is a session. So here is a general part, so you can play, let's say, 10 sessions, and this is a general part. But here it is only calculated for one particular session. So you can see here, then if you start playing, I will now, let's say, like to play these 3 numbers, so I will mark them here. I want to play if one of these 3 numbers will hit, then I start betting. This is my rule. If I click here, then I will not wait for any of these 3 numbers to come and then betting. I will bet immediately next spin. This is the difference between this 0 hit and 1 hit start. I normally use this 1 hit start, so if one of these 3 numbers will hit, I start betting, or application will start betting. So you can see here, if I enter 6, nothing is happening. If I enter 5, it means then I will start now generate the numbers. If I enter again 6, you currently see something changed, yes. And because my base bet is 1, you can see session base bet is of course 1. Maximum currently base bet which we were applying is 1 because we are in the first level of progression, but this is also calculating how big was the maximum bet on one number. You can see currently we are in -3 because we started to play here. One number came, but it is not our 3 numbers. Therefore 3 times 1 is -3, and we currently finish first spin of the session and we are in the first level. So this is how it is calculated. If I enter another number, 24 for example, you can see again we are in the second spin of the session. Bankroll is -6 because our numbers didn't come, and if I now enter 1, just an example, you will see then everything is now 0 because we finished successfully our session. And risk reward ratio is currently 1:0 because successfully we finish. How it is calculated: if you finish your progression and your session within 3 levels and 3 times 8 spins, it's considered like successful. Risk reward ratio is 1 and it's increasing. And bankroll increased because we won, therefore we are overall in plus. If we still want to continue, so you can enter other numbers, nothing is happening because first we have one of our numbers has to come, so I will enter 9. Now our number came, so you can see we are starting playing again. -3 first spin in a session. If I enter now again number 5, which is one of our numbers, you can see then we won, bankroll increased. Currently risk reward ratio is also increased 2:0, and this is the, let's say, principle how it goes. So you can see here you can generate manual spin. So if you use your online casino next to this VRSEDGE app, so you can enter manually very fast numbers, press enter or click on a button and you enter your numbers, for example 36 now, and so on. If you don't want to test, if you want to test everything and analyze the roulette systems, it's good to use random spins and enter how many random spins you want to generate. This is this part. You can change anytime these numbers. You can select another numbers as you wish, how many numbers you like. That's up to you, and this will be applied in this session of playing. You can also change here, so you can see here if I enter now 1, immediately -5 because I checked 5 numbers. Therefore I'm betting 1 unit on 5 numbers, therefore -5, and it's immediately betting. It's not waiting for any one hit. If I now, let's say, generate 10, we were lucky, bankroll increased, session is over, but this will immediately next spin start betting again because we don't wait for anything because I changed this radio button to 0 hit start. This is the functionality of the money management part. Very smart. Everything what is needed, I think, is in. What I'm using several years for analyzing the roulette systems is simply here. This is a very smart money management which I'm using, and I think this is the really working tool which you can use to analyze your roulette systems very fast and understand them. Where are the weaknesses, where are the strengths, what you should change, and you can really fine-tune your system to the best level. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.